What is going on, brothers? It's Let Me Tell You the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Why We Live, Part 35. Here goes. So by now, all you brothers have heard that Coach Prime has left JSU, that Chitlin Circuit of University, and is headed out to down to Colorado to greener pastures. And I must say, I don't blame him. You hear? I don't blame him because he is acting in his own best interest. He's acting in his own best interest, his own self-interest. I mean, considering what he's going through, why wouldn't he leave? Huh? Why wouldn't he leave? When you really think about it, Deion Sanders basically took Michael Jordan's advice. If you don't remember what he said many, many moons ago, he said, in order to be successful, you have to be selfish. In order to be successful, you have to be selfish. To an extent. And that's what Coach Prime chose. And for you brothers worth your soul, you brothers of ICC, ears to hear, you brothers out there who saved yourselves, we can all understand why he made that choice, because the common human decency wasn't there. But I'll tell you what was there. The disrespect was definitely there. I mean, you get a job coaching at a university, and the people there repay you by robbing you 3 times. They say you ain't swag. They record diss tracks, and they shit on you. There was no respect there. There was no courtesy, no human decency there, so I don't blame him for leaving, because he left the same reason why productive brothers have left the black box and never returned. Because it's no place for productive brothers. It's no place for critical thinking brothers. The black box is a cesspool of failure and mediocrity and stagnation. And if you want to grow as a person, if you want a piece of a better life, you've got to get the fuck out. You have to roll up your sleeves and get the fuck out. That's your only option. If you're a productive brother, if you're a brother with your soul, if you're a principled man. Now I know that message may hurt the ears of male hyenas, hoochies, and refugees from a full toilet who don't read and can't count. Well, I say that's tough shit. And I know that the same individuals who have all this smoke for brothers who've bought passports and broken white for greener pastures, they're in the same boat. They're hostile towards you for buying passports and knowing the world for yourself. But they won't do a fucking thing to change their situation, to change their image, to elevate above the fuckery. And that's why we have left. You hear? That's why we have left. I mean, James Brown said it best. You gotta live for yourself and no one else. You know what I said? You've got to live for yourself and no one else. Somebody JB said that. And I'm gonna say it like this. For you brothers out there with eyes to see, ears to hear, you brothers out there who have already left, have got the bag, got the retirements, I'm going to say it like this. You don't owe the community a damn thing. You hear me? You don't owe the community a shit. I don't owe the community shit. We owe them nothing. But you can extend the olive branch to brothers if you so choose. That's up to you. For many of us, we've decided to get the bag and keep it for ourselves. Because there's just too many crabs in the bucket. Well, I say, let those crabs fend for themselves. You hear? Let them fend for themselves. You see, here's what they really want. What they want to do is, they want to hitch their wagon to the most productive, hardworking brother, have him carry them to the finish line. And when he crosses the finish line, they'll jump out of the carriage and cut his throat. That's what the fuck they're gonna do. They've done it before. Hell, for brothers who have tried to make things better, they've cut their throats. Look no further than the Detroit 300. They tried to get the criminal element out of their neighborhood so they could bring the businesses back. And what happened? A bunch of hoochies had them sued and dismantled because they're reveling chaos. Those hoochies reward the criminals in the black community with children. But if you go and get yourself IT certifications, a degree, you're a lame nigga. That is ass backwards. And you wonder why these clean bitches are being left to rot. And it's happening in increasing numbers. You hear me? It's happening in increasing numbers. You principal brothers, you see that. I see that. These Democrat goons, they don't see it. That's why I keep saying the same fucking thing. Hoes is winning. Hoes is winning. Well, dumb motherfucker, if hoes is winning, why are they the fastest growing prison population in the Western Hemisphere, huh? Why are these hoes the fastest growing prison population in the Western Hemisphere? Huh? Why are they getting evicted? Why can't they pay for their food and their gas? Why can't they do that shit? But hoes is winning, right? Hoes is winning, right? No, they're not. But because you Democrat goons don't read and can't count, y'all repeat this bullshit over and over again. That's why starting today, if you come to my channel and say that shit, I'm gonna block your monkey ass. I'm sick of it. Stop lying, stop bluffing, stop gaslighting these brothers. I'm sick of this shit. They still don't understand why we have left and never returned. You got all this smoke for productive brothers, but you don't have any smoke for the criminal element and the pathology that is plaguing y'all right now. Y'all say we gotta do better. Well, I'm doing better. I got 2 retirements. I got the bag. I put my cousin on. I bootstrapped him. And for brothers who want to leave, I'll point them in the right direction. I'm not going to steer them into failure. I'm not going to say, well, dog, Sean, you need to get laid. I'm not going to steer them into failure. I'm not going to feed them back to the same hoochies that want them dead. Your mentality is no different than these brain-dead trollops and these hoochies who have all this smoke for Passport Brothers. And speaking of Passport Brothers, check this out. You know that there is a new show on Hulu called I think it's called Back in the Groove. And Taye Diggs is a part of that show. And that show is basically the show is a continuation of how Stella got her groove back. That's what it is. And none of these hoochies have any smoke for that show. But they got all this smoke for you brothers who have bought passports to bring off greener pastures. So to let you know right now that Bunch of hypocrites. And that gross hypocrisy and double standards is one of the reasons why they don't have a valid argument. You hear me? They don't have a valid argument. I mean, you got that Filipina P putting out videos here on the tube in defensive brothers who've bought passports. You got a guy named CAC who's doing the same thing. You see, all of their chicken shit maneuvers and all of their bogus arguments have been thrown in the wood chipper. But Hose is winning, right? Hose is winning. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm saying to say this. The false accusations, the slandering, the scapegoating, that's not going to stop because our opposition, they're low by nature. They have no morals. They're full of greed, envy, murder, and lies. That's why they're the fastest growing prison population in the Western Hemisphere right now. They did that to themselves. And one thing, for you brothers who have passports, you brothers out there who have already left the Matrix, these individuals are going to start scapegoating you for the reason Indonesia and Bali are tightening their belts. And that right there is also bullshit. You see, Indonesia and Bali, that Muslim country, Indonesia, they've been doing self-inventory. They've decided that in order for them to not be plagued with as many natural disasters as they have been, is to get rid of their bad habits. If you don't want to be plagued with natural disasters, get rid of your bad habits. Hence the old Jamaican saying, if you don't live right, you have no more fun. Well, they're doing that. But of course, Keisha, these brain-dead trollops, and these refugees from a full toilet who hate us for exercising our options, they're going to try to put that on us. And it will fail. You bros out there, stay safe, stay vigilant during these perilous times. That's my advice to you. And never forget why we left. Never forget. This is L.O.M. So God for you. If you like the video, like, share, and the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you're enjoying it, this is my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen next to the bliss icon. Alright fam, alright brethren, you know it's real, you know it's in go with it with SYSBM. As for these ditch pigs, these hoochies, these scoundrel crack goons, and those that problem we say now we say it, give them nothing. This has been SYSBM PSA. More comes tight. See you soon.